Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be filming a little bit more of like an OG YouTube video. These used to be super popular back when I first started my YouTube channel, and I haven't really seen them as often, but I do know that you guys really like these videos. As you guys can probably tell by the title, I am going to be filming a what's on my iPhone video today. Basically, I'm just going to be showing you guys exactly what's in my iPhone, the apps I use for editing. I do have a whole video on my apps and how I edit my pictures. But I am going to probably be going a little bit more into depth on the ones that I didn't really touch on and kind of explain what I use those for. But I think that these are pretty interesting videos because you get to see like what people use on a regular basis. I feel like people are kind of secretive with their phones, and I'm not really that kind of person. I feel like I'm pretty open with my cell phone. As always, if you guys like this video by the end, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And also, if you guys want to join my family, then hit the subscribe button down below, and also the notification bell if you guys want to be notified every single time I upload a new video. So without further ado, if you guys want to see what's on my iPhone, then please keep watching. So this is my iPhone right here. I have the iPhone 8 Plus. I actually just got this kind of recently. I didn't get it like right when it released. So it's a little bit of a newer phone to me, and I have an Ace family phone case on it. If you guys know me and you've been watching my videos for a while, then you will know that I love the Ace family. So I do have this case on it, which I actually think is such good quality. It's probably the longest lasting phone case that I've owned so far. So 10 out of 10. And also to match my case, I have a background with their logo that is like the exact same shade of red. And I also made this background, by the way. I just took a similar red background and then added the Ace family logo. And then I also have a quote on it that says, "I can and I will watch me," which is just like a little bit of motivation every single time I unlock my phone. So once I unlock my phone, this is my home screen. I'm really not too specific with the way that I order my apps. And then for my home screen background, I just have some red roses on here because I think it's cohesive again with the red and black. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my home screen, and the first app that I have on this page is my calendar, and I try to use this as frequently as possible, but I'm kind of bad about it. But it definitely is really convenient, especially when you can set reminders with it. And then I have my clock, I have the weather app, and then I'll just go ahead and open up my photos for you guys. It's really not anything special. I really just have a ton of selfies and pictures of my cat, but I really think this picture of my dad is super cute. That was like one of the first pictures I took with this phone, I think. And then a bunch of selfies, pictures of my cat, selfies, and then more selfies. And then I also have some pictures down here of when I went to go visit my best friend Peyton in Georgia, which these are super cute. I also have pictures of like miscellaneous things that I want to buy, like equipment wise, and then pictures of my cat, and then another picture of my dad. I also have some pictures of like me making my intro. If you guys didn't know, I actually made my intro. It's obviously inspired by the original artist who does like a bunch of Beauty Gurus intros, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And I've always wanted one of those, but I actually just took matters into my own hands and I made one myself. Oh, and then I also have like my little highlight icons for my Instagram page, which I think are super cute. They're actually the emojis. So we'll go ahead and exit out of that. And then I have my maps, which I obviously use a lot when driving. And then I have my mail app, which is definitely one of my most used apps. It's definitely usually empty and says 0 because I keep up with it for my YouTube channel. But I've actually been filming all day. I'm on my second video today, so I'm definitely gonna have to check those after I'm done. Then I have my notes app, and I literally put everything in my notes, from like birthday gifts to get for people to like zodiac signs to video ideas, mainly video ideas. I feel I do have a specific YouTube notebook that I jot down ideas in and like plan out things in. But when I'm laying down at night, I always get like the best YouTube ideas when I'm trying to sleep, which is so annoying, but also I don't mind because I love having new ideas. And then I just have Safari, my settings, App Store, iTunes Store, news, calculator, contacts, and reminders. I do use reminders a lot actually. And then I have iMovie, which I actually do use sometimes for my mini Instagram videos, but I do prefer to use Final Cut on my computer to edit like my big YouTube videos, obviously. And then we get to my folders, and my first folder actually just has a smartphone and a heart because this is my social media folder. and I just have all of my regular social media apps on here. And I kind of have them in order from like the ones that I use the most to the least. So my first app is obviously Instagram. I'll go ahead and open it up for you guys. And Nikita looks so bomb. But if you guys aren't following me on my Instagram, this is my page right here. I'm actually really bad at posting, I will admit, but when I do post, they're good ones. And I am going like on a few trips this summer, so I'll hopefully get some Instagram pictures. If you ever want to know what my socials are, they're always linked down below. But yeah, that is my Instagram. And then I also have Snapchat right here. But here's my Snapchat, and as you guys can see, you can see my setup right in front of me. I am gonna do an equipment video eventually, but I just want to make sure that my equipment is like the best that it can be. And here's my Snapchat. If you guys want to go ahead and add me, this is my snap code, and it's just Lamia Dagher like everything else. So then we can move on to Twitter, and Twitter is probably my least used social media app. I used to be really big into Twitter, but I'm not as into it anymore. I don't really tweet as much. I'm usually just retweeting a lot of YouTubers, but I do tweet a lot of like positive mindset tweets. So if you guys like those, then come over and follow me for sure. And I also always post my new videos on Twitter as well. And then I have my YouTube Studio app. And if you have a YouTube channel and you don't have this app, then you need to get it. I don't know what I did before I had it, but it's basically just an app for you to be able to edit your YouTube videos through your phone. You can add thumbnails through here, your description, your tags. You can also see your analytics on here and get a lot more data about your channel through this app. So it's definitely very helpful. And then I also have the YouTube app, obviously, which is what you guys are watching right now. And if you aren't subscribed to me, then obviously subscribe. I would love to have you guys here. And yeah, this is what it looks like. You guys obviously know what it looks like. Oh, and I actually recently changed my YouTube profile picture. I always get a bunch of comments from you guys telling me that I should change my YouTube profile picture, and I totally agree with you guys. It just wasn't as vibrant, and I feel like this one is a lot more vibrant. I don't know, you guys tell me if you guys like it or not. I might still try and take a new one and just test the waters until I get one that I really feel like I like a lot. But for now, I do like this one. And my next app is Pinterest, and I don't get on Pinterest that often, but I really do like Pinterest, so you guys should definitely go check out my Pinterest page. I also post my videos on here, so if you guys would want to repin my videos, that'd be awesome. And then I just have the WhatsApp app because my mom was just overseas in Lebanon, and I used that to text her. And then I have Viber, which is basically the same thing. And then I have the FameBit app, which is actually just like an app for YouTubers to collaborate with brands and collaborate with other YouTubers. And then I have the Bitmoji app. I don't know if I can delete this app. I think it's connected to my Snapchat, and I just never know if I can delete it or if it has to stay on my phone or not. And then I also have the Blossom app. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but they started sending me emails, and I have not used it yet. But I think it's basically just like Instagram for beauty lovers. So let's see if it loads so I can show it to you guys. So this is basically what it looks like. It just looks like Instagram to me. I don't even think I have an actual page set up on here yet, but I thought I would download it just in case I ever decided to make a page. So that's pretty much it for my social media. And then we're gonna go into the next folder, which is just my shopping folder. And that's why it has like the money flying and the shopping bags. I basically just have a bunch of apps on here that take all of my money. But the first app right here is my Sephora app, and I love this app. I'm always adding stuff to my lists before I go into Sephora, so I know exactly what I want to go in and buy. I have a crazy amount of points, but those were definitely accumulated over a long period of time. I don't know about you guys, but I never use my points at Sephora. I just keep stacking them up because in hopes one day I might be able to get something a little bit better than like a little tiny Sephora sample. So my next app is Poshmark, and I used to be really into Poshmark. I'm not as into it as I used to be. I used to sell a ton of clothes on there, but you guys can still go ahead and add me if you'd like. I'm pretty sure it's just Lamia Dagher. And then I also have The Hunt. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this app, but basically, if you ever find an outfit on somebody's Instagram that you really like, you can post it on here and people will find it for you and link it for you. So it's honestly the best app ever because there's so many times that I see a shirt and I want it and nobody knows where it's from, and I post it on here and everybody's so nice and helps you out. Next, I just have Yelp, which I always use for like restaurants when I'm out of town. And then I have the Go app, which is just a sneaker app. And then I have my Uber app as well for when I go out of town. I have Airbnb also for when I go out of town. I have the Hush app, which I actually just did a video with on my channel. I'll have it linked down below or somewhere up here. It's basically just an app where you guys can shop makeup. This isn't sponsored by them, obviously, but I thought I would go ahead and show you guys since I'm showing you guys everything else. They basically just sell dupe palettes on here for a super good price, so I definitely recommend you guys go check it out. And then I also have the BeautyCon app. I did go to BeautyCon last year, so I have it from then. And then I also have eBay. And then in my next folder, I just have my editing/photography folder. It basically just has all of my editing apps in here. And again, I do have a full video on my channel of how I edit my photos. I'll have it up here for you guys. So I have Facetune 1, and that's actually the one that I use the most right now. I've actually significantly changed the way that I edit my pictures, I'm not gonna lie. I found a ton of new tips and tricks, especially from James Charles' new video that he just posted on how to Facetune. I've been using this first one a lot more and using a lot of his techniques. So maybe in the future I'll do another one that's updated. And then I also have VSCO, which is what I use for all of my filters. I have which is basically just an app where you can plan out your feed. If I have a ton of pictures and I don't know what order I want to put them in, then I basically just put them here first, and then that's how I know how I want to post them. And then I also have Facetune 2. I don't use this one as much anymore. I use Facetune 1 and Facetune 2 for different things, but Facetune 2 does have a lot of things that you need to buy on it, but I never bought any of the add-ons. And then I also have my EOS remote, which connects to this Canon that I'm using right now. I can actually take pictures with my phone and like click the button instead of like having someone stand behind it and take pictures for me, because if you guys don't know, a lot of the time it's a one-man show. I'm usually filming, editing, setting up my lighting, taking the pictures and everything myself, and I don't have anybody to like stand and like make sure the camera's in focus or like take the pictures of me, so I usually just do it myself. Or if by slim chance my mom is home, then she will take them for me, but a lot of the time I am using this app, so it definitely comes in handy for me. And then I also have Play Memories, which connects to my Sony a5100, which is my vlogging camera. And then I also have Fonto, which is an app that I use to put text on my thumbnails. This is definitely one of my main apps that I use for my thumbnails. Juxtaposer is an app that I use for my thumbnails as well. It's basically the app that I use to put products on top of my thumbnails. If you guys have ever seen a thumbnail of me and then a bunch of products surrounding me, I'll basically just go to Google Images and then type in the product, like for example, Mario Badescu, and then I'll write PNG, so it comes up on a transparent background, and then I will overlay it with Juxtaposer. Or if you can't find it in a transparent background, you can also erase around the image through Juxtaposer and basically make it like a transparent image, so all you see is the bottle itself. And then I also have Line Upper. I don't know why it's called Line Upper, but basically, I think it used to be called Twin Collage, but you can just put two pictures next to each other. I don't really use this as often, but I do use it for thumbnails occasionally. And then I also have Pixar, which helped me a lot in making my cartoon for my intro. I also have Square Ready, which again, I don't use as often, but for some reason, I feel like I should keep it on my phone. I have PhotoRes, which is another app that I can use for my thumbnails. I have Rotate and Flip Video, which comes in handy when I'm trying to post a Snapchat video to my Instagram story and it's flipped in the opposite direction. And then I also have Camera Connect, which is also for my Canon, but I don't use this one as often. And then I also have Kira, a very not smart purchase because I don't really use this as often. But basically what it does is it makes anything sparkly, like sparkle. I don't know if I can get it to work to show you guys. So like, it makes like anything that would sparkle. If you guys ever see people use this on their Instagram, I feel like it kind of died down. It's not as popular anymore, but this is what people used to use to put that sparkle effect on like their dress or their highlight, etc. And then I also have the Eraser app, which can make a non-transparent image transparent. So it's just like the image itself and it doesn't have like any white in the background or anything like that. And then I also have Video Crop, which basically just crops a video like you would crop a picture. Like I can crop crop a video into a square, or if I need it to be a specific size, then I can crop it that way. I have Adobe Draw, which is how I drew my cartoon. I did draw it myself. It was very difficult, let me tell you, but there are a ton of super helpful YouTube videos. If you guys want to learn how to make a cartoon, just search it up and I promise they will help you. And then I have FaceTime, which is definitely one of my most used apps for sure. And then if we go over to the next page, I have my music folder, and basically in here I just have Pandora, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Shazam. I actually don't use Spotify. I did a poll on my Instagram asking you guys if you guys like Spotify or Apple Music more, and I personally like Apple Music more. I've never tried Spotify, but I just feel like Apple Music is the easiest for me. But I am going to try it eventually, so I have the app there just in case. And then next I have my life folder, and it's kind of random because I have Netflix and my period tracker in here in the same folder. But basically I just have Netflix, I have my Amazon Alexa app, and then I have the Clue app, which is how I track my period. It's super easy. If you're a girl and you don't have this app, then you need to get it. And then I also have the Casa app, which is basically connected to my lights, which connects to my Alexa. That's how I can tell her to turn on my lights and it'll turn it on for me. And then I also have the Kivo app, which is actually the key to Alex's house, which is really funny. And then my next folder right here, I just have a star and a crystal ball emoji, because if you guys know me, then you know I'm really into astrology, and this is my astrology and meditation folder. And basically I just have this first app right here, which is so cool. It's called CoStar. My friend showed it to me, and you can add your friends on here and basically see all of their birth chart. And then I also have Relax and Sleep Well. I love this app. I actually found it through Carly Bybel, and basically it's just guided hypnotherapy / meditation recordings, and I usually listen to them when I go to sleep. And then I have Headspace, which is also another meditation app that I like a lot. And then lastly, I have the daily horoscope app. Basically on this app, you can see your own daily horoscope. I'm a Libra, if you guys didn't know. So this is mine for today. And then you can also see Chinese yearly, and then you can see zodiac characteristics, compatibility, so you can put like your sign with a different sign. I just picked Gemini because I know I'm really compatible with Gemini. So that is my astrology folder. And then my next folder is my school folder, and I just have my school email, Blackboard, Pages, Schoology, iBooks. And then down in the bottom bar down here, since I haven't said that yet, I have my call app, I have my camera app, and then I also have my Apple Music app, which like I said is my personal favorite. And if you guys do want to follow me on Apple Music, I do create playlists and I do have them on public. So these are my playlists right here, and my name is just Lamia Dagher like everything else. And then lastly, I just have my messages folder. And then on this last page right here, I just have all of my extras, all of the apps that just kind of come on the iPhone that I never really use. I just put them in this folder all the way at the end of my iPhone. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video again. I hope you guys got some ideas for how to organize your own iPhone. Before you guys go, I do want to say that I really do love and appreciate all of you so much. Thank you so much for the kind words that you guys leave on my videos. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for watching my videos. It literally does mean the world to me. So thank you guys so much for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video again, and I hope to see you guys next time.